toast to their career.
The perfect combination, boy.
Him hard, legends in the South.
This is sports fans' only home for the hottest sports show around. These guys are on fire.
You're now listening to KJ and Sean Mack. Let's talk some damn sports.
Thanks for tuning in. Sports Fans Only Boxing. See Anthony back with another video. On deck today, Saul, Canelo, Alvarez versus Durham. The 168 super middleweight bout we had this weekend was a mandatory bout. A lot of people forget about that, but it was a mandatory. Get straight to it. Durham came out very, very defensive, high guard, no head movement, no foot movement, look intimidated. Canelo came out very, very sharp. He got straight to it, displaying those supreme boxing skills I talked about in previous Canelo videos. He was digging that left to the body real, real hard, a lot of body shots. Uppercut was on point. Durham had a very tight defense. He wasn't trying to give Canelo anything, so he kind of had to beat the body just to get to the head. Durham came out well. I would say, I'll back up a little bit. His team said that they were going to come out, pressure Canelo, keep him on the back foot, try to intimidate him early in the fight, which that didn't happen at all. It was total opposite. Canelo was real, real sharp. He did what he had to do, got the TKO, retired him in the corner. No mas, TKO. Durham's team, they had that look of who's passing out the checks. That was the look that they had. So Canelo received a lot of flack for this fight, a lot of criticisms, but I want to say like a mandatory is a mandatory. I'll be more specific with Teddy Atlas. He's very harsh on Canelo right now. I think Canelo's doing something that hasn't been done before. I'll say he had a fight in December. Then we just had this fight February. That was this weekend. Quick turnaround. May 8th, Billy Joe Saunders from the UK. Okay, if he's successful in that, it'll be Plant in September. 2 days ago, Canelo, he wants the December fight. And I'm not saying these two go together, the December fight, but he's starting to talk more and more now about how he's going to knock out Charlo. And it's not 7, 8 rounds. Now it's more like 4 or 5 rounds. So I'll say not a lot of boxers are doing this. They're talking about contracts and this and that, but Canelo is actually getting to it. December, February, May, September again, possibly on December. So I just don't understand. It's a lot of mandatories in boxing. Everybody has a fight, and then there's like those keep busy, stay busy fights. That's what Canelo is doing. While your favorite fighters are not really doing that, they're doing a lot of talking. But Canelo is getting sharp by taking these fights. So, like I said, I really didn't understand all of the heat for this fight. Durham came out, didn't do, kind of be mad at Durham for just taking the money and not really putting up his best outing, I'd say. So, can't be mad at somebody taking a mandatory for a mandatory. We're going to talk a little bit about Billy Joe. So that's the next fight on deck for Canelo. Billy Joe Saunders, UK, 5'11", 71-inch reach, 30-0, 14 KO. Not a lightweight at that weight by any means at all. The young man, he's not going to lay down for Canelo. So it'll be a different story May 8th versus what we just had this weekend. Billy Joe Saunders, we all know, southpaw, a little bit slick, very good defense, very good head movement. One problem, he might lay on the get a little bit lackadaisical sometimes, and he'll lay on the ropes a little bit more than he has to. That opens up the body, but he's not going to back down from Canelo. He's going to be right there. If I think back a little bit to the David Lemieux fight, even if he's a little hurt, he's going to be right there. He's intelligent the whole way. He's very, very quick. So this is going to be a good test for Canelo because, like I said, 71-inch reach, 5'11". Canelo is coming in at like 5'8", 5'9". So it's not a walk in the park no matter how this fight goes. I would say this. Billy Joe has the ability to possibly win on points. I don't think he will, but he definitely has the ability to win on points against Canelo. But Not gonna give my prediction on this fight, but I will say it'll be a much better fight than we just had. Canelo has to get through this fight. If he's successful, he's gonna take on Plant, and that's gonna set up the things for exciting finish to 2021 or early 2022. And I'll bring up the Charlo again. That fight is gonna happen, no matter what is gonna happen. I believe. There's a lot of proof out there that Charlo has turned down the Canelo fight in the past. It's one that he's going to have to get to. And the closer this fight gets, Charlo doesn't look as confident. He's going to get it in, but he doesn't look as confident. That fight's going to be right around the corner. So I'm going to say shots out to Eddie Reynoso, Team Canelo. They got the job done. You're Durham. They showed up. He got beat. Mandatory done. Had to get done. Billy Joe's next. So we're going to keep eyes on Canelo. I do feel he's like, the title of this video is King of the Hill, Canelo. That's the position right now. I feel like everybody's chasing him. He's the money man. He's the man that's staying busy. He's the man with the record. He's what everybody wants to be as far as accolades in the sport. So I'm going to leave it right there. Shouts out to Eddie Reynoso, Team Canelo, Saul, Canelo, Alvarez. If you like the content and you want to support, hit the like button, share, subscribe. Mexico, stand up. Be well.